All right, buddy, we're going to get you going. Don't you worry. All right, let's just get in here and hit this power switch. All right, I got some blinky lights, and there we go, guys. You see that in the back there? Right about in there. Oops, sorry there, Rig 1. I hit you. But over here, we do have Rig 5 is alive. All right, guys, welcome. Rabid here, and we got Rig 5 is now alive again. We got him turned back on. So those of you that have been new to the channel over the bear market and stuff, Rig 5 is kind of an ongoing joke. He's like the resident CPU mining celebrity, and back in the day, he was throwing Bitcoins and stuff at us, and you know, he has quite the attitude here, but today, he's been off for a few weeks, maybe a month now. I had most of my CPUs off. I got a few on, like the dual epic with the GPU, the single epic with a GPU, a couple over there with GPUs because they are mining Warthog, but I've had most of my CPU farm off, and now we're seeing life again because we're seeing some coins pump here, and we're going to check out some profitability and stuff. But Rig 5, what do you plan on mining? Whoa, some RAPTOREUM. Good choice, buddy. Let's go check it out. But before we do, let's turn on a few more rigs. So let's just hammer the switch here. I guess we're going to turn this one on back here. Where are they? Boom. So there's 2 rigs here, 2 rigs there. I got to kind of come around over to here. Hit this switch, so there's another 2 rigs, and down here, if I can get my arm in there, yeah, boom, another 2 rigs right in here. So these ones are all 7950Xs and 7950X3Ds. All right, the CPU farm now has pretty much full life. Everything is turned on, but I am gonna have to kind of watch my power consumption over here. So we come into here, we're sitting at about 44, I guess a little about 4,400 watts. Let's just go with that. And then once I get everything mining, we'll have to pay attention there. Make sure I have enough power to keep everything going. And then over on this side for this breaker, we are hanging out about, come on, focus for me, buddy. There we go. So we're sitting about 5,400 watts. So not much room to play with there, but I do think we should be okay. Because we do have this L9 down here that's using around 3,300 watts. But again, it's one of the most profitable ASICs on the market right now, so I'm keeping that thing going full bore. All right, so just have a double check in here to make sure everything is on. It does look like it, so that's a bonus. Here I have 100 restarts because I do have this set to restart every time it does drop from 2 gigahash down to 1.7 gigahash. Then it does a quick restart. That way it's not sitting at like 1.2 and I'm losing a lot of hash rate for the amount of power that's using. But we're not here to talk about that. We got to get all these guys up into some RAPTOREUM right now. So I'm just going to get rid of these, all these ones here that are already mining something. So this and this, those wart rigs, click them off. I do not want to adjust their flight sheets. Then we got this one and this one. Alrighty, so now turn off this test bench here. All right, so those all look good. Now I'm going to come to my flight sheet here. We're going to go to more coins. Look for RAPTOREUM and then find my pool here. Where do I usually have? Oh, that's when Fundwiser did win some hash rate, so that was awesome. RAPTOREUM zone. I do believe that is this one right here. Hit those, apply those changes there. Send these things to the moon, and all these should be mining. Here is Rig 5. Rig 5. Let's go. Let's get this. Oh, I should have checked to see how long they were off for before I booted them all up. Didn't even check. Oh, well. Doesn't matter. Doesn't matter. Point is, they're all online now. Now, I'm not sure how much hash I'm going to have, as I do have some of my largest CPUs, like the dual epic, the single epic, you know, 3900X here, 3950s, 7950X, 7950X, plus the 7950X 3D in my workstation. They're all mining Warthog currently, so I'm curious how much hash I even have once I get these guys running. So I guess we'll find out once the pool does pop up, and we'll check some stats here. Looks like RAPTOREUM is beginning, so that's looking awesome. All right, so I do like to use RAPTOREUM zone for the mining pool. You can use Flock pool, but obviously it has a huge amount of network hash rate. This is the second place pool here, but we do see 33 of 33 rigs are now up and running. We can see them here, but obviously all our hash rates are all out of whack until I wait a few minutes. So I'm going to come back in 20 minutes, and we're just going to have a quick look at this. But for now, let's take a look at what RAPTOREUM has been doing in terms of price. As mentioned earlier, we can see Flock pool. Oh, it looks like all the profit switches are back. That makes sense. We're starting to see a pump here. It's up 70%, 0.000758. in the price here. So we got C3, Pool, Monero, Ocean, you know, all those big guys took over the second and third place spot. Now RAPTOREUM zone, which I am on, is in fourth place. But as mentioned, Flock Pool here, you can see it has 15.95 mega hash, over 51.3% of the known hash rate. So again, guys, you know, I recommend using a different pool. RAPTOREUM zone is a pretty great pool for this. Raptor hash is another good one, especially if you're a GPU miner. What Raptor hash does is you can mine other coins that may be more profitable on GPUs or CPUs and actually get paid in RAPTOREUM. So obviously this benefits the price as you are dumping other coins, which is bad for them, but you're actually buying and getting paid out in RAPTOREUM, which is good for RAPTOREUM. So that's kind of how those profit switching thing works. But yeah, right now we are in RAPTOREUM zone, sitting at about 1.61 mega hash for the network. And this is a pool that I do enjoy using. All right, so if we look at the past day on RAPTOREUM, we can see it looks pretty straight except for a major dip or something happened there. Coming in the 7 days, you can see we are looking pretty strong here, but we are a ways from that all-time high. As you know, back here, it did hit upwards of little over 6.5 cents, so almost 7 cents actually back in 2021. Will it ever hit these levels again? I really hope so, but a lot of things were going on here, like it was the introduction of the smart nodes, and obviously there's a huge node pump that happened here. So it's really rough. It's gonna be hard to see if this is gonna happen again. But you know, I'm happy with 3, 4, 5 cent RAPTOREUM would be pretty awesome. But again, obviously, if it can beat the all-time high, that'd be pretty darn awesome as well. They got a lot of things still set to release, like the DeFi chain, instant transactions with the Talon wallet, and things are pretty awesome. That looks like they're gonna be coming in the future here soon. Not exactly sure when, but hopefully soon. But make sure you do it right, because you don't want things to just explode once they're done. So RAPTOREUM does take their time, and they have been continuing to build throughout the entire bear market. So I am excited for this. It's nice to see RAPTOREUM is gaining some life again, and I am noticing miners start to talk about it again. Now let's just look back a little bit, do some reminiscing here, and believe it or not, back in 2021, RAPTOREUM was really one of the major coins that really started people getting into CPU mining here. Yes, we had coins like Monero, which is obviously the OG CPU mineable privacy token out there. You also had Haven, Scala, things like that. But profitability really exploded when RAPTOREUM first entered the game. And here's an article back from December 24th, Christmas Eve of 2021. And I remember this clear as day. RAPTOREUM was making CPU miners so much money. It was like $15 a day on a single 3900X. It was making more than a 3090 on frickin' like Ethereum or something, or on par or something. It was an insane amount of profitability happening. And here we can see hacker hijacks HP AMD Epic servers for RAPTOREUM crypto mining. So this kind of goes back there, and we can see botnets and everything were lining up trying to steal people's hash rates with free power and everything, all due to L3 level cache stuff. You need 2 megabytes per thread to mine that to utilize your full CPUs, which is why Intel usually sucks when it does come to CPU mining, and AMD is definitely the go-to form factor there. But the point here is that RAPTOREUM was causing such a stir in profitability at the time. We had major people start getting into CPU mining, and that's kind of started the whole thing of how we have so many CPU miners today, and we have so many more CPU mineable coins, and it's pretty as comparison to GPU mining. Whether you believe it or not, before, early 2021, people said CPU mining is garbage. Why would you ever mine on it? There's hardly any coins. It's not worth it. And then now looking forward, pretty much a lot of people are CPU miners mixed with GPU miners and so on. And you don't really hear like you did back then, where it's GPU for life only. Now it is mixed rigs, diversification. Are you CPU mining? Are you GPU mining? So many ways to mine crypto these days. And RAPTOREUM for CPUs, you can thank for the hype train and bringing in possibly even all those other coins forking into CPU algorithms and so on. All right, so pool stats are slowly starting to update here. It's saying only $6.35. I think we're probably around the $17 to $20 a day based on this hash here. And coming into miners, I am in second place. We can see guy in first place here has 180 kilohash on the current rotation. I'm at about 162. So not too shabby here. My average hash rate is only 1.8 because obviously we just fired up. But it is nice to finally be in the mix here and have the CPUs on, back to mining Raptoreum. We've already made 42 Raptoreum coins, so that's pretty awesome. I don't think there was any here originally, but maybe there was. But yeah, it's nice to see rigs running again and hashing away. All right, so just looking at some power consumptions, we are around 5,800 watts on this breaker and 5,900 over here. So depending on the algorithm, if you forget, Ghost Rider, Raptoreum, it's got over 20 mini algorithms within it, which means 20 different power consumptions. There's a high and a low. Now, most of them don't use that much power, but the high ones do use a fair bit more. So I do think I should be okay in this case, but I'm definitely going to watch it for a bit, and it's already starting to get pretty warm down here. All right, guys, so that pretty much does wrap this up. We got the CPU mining farm back on again. Things are looking pretty good. Rig 5 is still hiding in the back. That does kind of suck, but he is on and he's happy. If I had a smiley face, I kind of put it on him right there because I know he's happy, and I know a lot of you guys keep asking about Rig 5, and there he is. So thank you for checking out this video, guys. Are your CPUs hashing away, your GPUs? What are you hashing with and what are you hashing on? Altcoin season's here. Coins are pumping. I'll see you on the next one. Rabid out.